and fifth grade teacher, Dakota Bela, along with students from Grass Lake High School, Connor Boatler and Evan Andrus. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having us. What do you guys say?
Very exciting. Their first trip from Grass Lake to downtown Jackson.
It was a long commute, to be sure. Took a couple flights. Thank you for having us. So it's the Grass Lake Schools Travel Club, and we take students all overseas with us. I've had students who've never been on flights before, never been out of the country before. It's a really, really great program. Huge thanks to our school board, of course, and our admin and superintendent for supporting the program. Without them, we don't have a program. So,
how long has the club been around?
So I took it over in 2016. Prior to that, there was Miss Morris and Senora Doctor, I think around 2010, maybe a little earlier. But yeah, working very hard and trying to get more people to join us. It's the way the confidence and booms with my students who go overseas and kind of get to experience that culture is just amazing.
Who wouldn't want to go overseas?
Yeah.
What a great opportunity. And Connor, you've already done so.
Yep, so last year in 2024, we went over to Germany, Switzerland, and France. Great trip.
All on one trip.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you over there?
9 days.
Was that your first time overseas?
It was. First time on a plane, too.
First time on a plane? Wow, how long was the flight?
8-9 hours. It was pretty long.
Well, I'm sure a lot of cool things happened, but can you pick one highlight?
Probably going to the Louvre. I mean, so much artwork, so much history there. It's just really, really nice to see.
Seems like a lot to take in. 3 countries.
Yeah, you hit the ground running. It's usually an overnight flight, and we come off the flight, and we went actually right to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the photos. Did you sleep on the plane, Connor?
I tried to, but there was a baby screaming. So
Yeah, you're tall, and I'm sure you're as uncomfortable as I was last time. Yeah. All right, where are we now?
So this is the Leaning Tower of Pisa with some prior travelers. Not my boy sitting next to me, but yeah.
So it's not really leaning, it's just the photographer.
Yeah, she was on point, I think. Yeah, getting a great photo. It definitely is leaning, and they tried to fix it. Lots of money, and then it became very popular. It's not much to it, actually, but it became popular because it was leaning. And then this was last year. That's Connor and his dad actually is with us. And we were actually told that we couldn't really get that picture because the bridge was quite busy, but we became a battering ram and kind of pushed our way through. And I threw my camera at some gentleman and said, "You look like you can take a picture," and then he did. So he got a great picture for us. That's in Germany. Cinderella's Castle was based off of it. It's a past trip to Ireland. Our first time we went to just Ireland strictly. So we have kissing the Blarney Stone, as one has to do when you're there always. They're doing some construction because usually you can see right down to the bottom. But so that was covering where the Blarney Stone is because you're at the top of the castle with that. When we went to Greece, this is actually COVID pushed us a couple years after when we were originally supposed to leave. So going to one of the islands. Absolutely fantastic, though. Oof, it was a good trip.
Evan has never gone on a trip before.
No, he hasn't. This would have been a good one. This is Costa Rica.
Wow.
We ziplined through Costa Rica. That was a really great time, too.
When do you teach?
Well, according to my bosses, no, all the time.
All right, so Evan, you're going on your first trip.
With
Right?
the travel club.
With the
I've
travel
gone
club.
out of the country with my family.
You've been on a plane.
Correct.
All right, so where are you going? Where's the travel club headed next?
Ireland, Northern
Nice.
Ireland, the United Kingdom, and Scotland.
How do you pick? Who decides where you're going?
So we usually put it out to social media. We'll do kind of 3 trips, choices, and throw it out to social media and get people's, the community involvement. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to see? And so that's kind of often how we pick the trips. This one actually had a little bit of a speed bump. We were originally supposed to just go to Ireland, but they partner us with another school when we're there, and no other school has kind of taken this particular trip. And after some talking with the company we partner with, EF Tours, we went from 9 days to 10 days, and we picked up two more countries.
How many days total?
10.
When are you going?
March 31st.
Oh, so during school year.
End of March? Yeah. Oh, yeah. During spring break.
Evan and Connor, what are you looking forward to the most about going to Great Britain and Ireland?
Well, I'm not going to Ireland and that stuff. But I mean, it's gonna be a great experience for them. I mean, the history is just so alive over there. Unlike here, because it's been around there for thousands of years. Be cool to see the weather over there, even though it's not really the best from what I heard. But yeah,
It rains
He's
a lot.
actually signed up
Rain.
for our 2026 tour to Peru.
Peru. Yeah.
Him and
Peru.
his dad,
Oh,
yep.
I would love to go to Peru too.
Me too. Haven't been yet.
Are you nervous?
I was, but I think I'm more comfortable now going overseas, especially since I have some family going over there with
For
me.
me, Evan, the food is a big part of traveling, especially go overseas. Experience. Have you done some research on the foods of Ireland and Scotland and Great Britain?
A little bit. Most of it I've never heard of or tried.
Sure.
So that's kind of the part that I'm excited for.
Pudding isn't pudding. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I hope you like potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. Who doesn't
Yeah.
like meat and potatoes? Yeah.
And one thing I noticed about Ireland, you'll pick up on this right away. They're giving Guinness away to everyone on the street. It's everywhere.
Not my
It's-
students. Not my students. School-sponsored bosses. Everyone, calm down.
Well, this could be expensive. 10 days in Europe, overseas. How do you pay for it?
Well, with this program, so we do fundraising a lot, concession stands. Our Warrior Club is fantastic at really supporting our programs. The Copper Nails, a resale shop in Grass Lake, they're fantastic at supporting us, and that's community driven as well. We just partnered with the American Legion. This is year 2, actually, the American Legion and VFW, and they provide $1,000 scholarships for our students. So that's huge, and we're hopefully continuing to partner with them and anyone else who would love to help. We would love to
You're
have
doing
more
fundra-
scholarships.
You're here today. You are fundraising right now because
I'm fundraising right now, yes. Any businesses, we'd love to partner with you. Yeah, for scholarships for the students. Traveling, unfortunately, is not cheap, but you get so much out of it.
yeah, Connor, traveling to Germany and France as you have the language obviously different. Did you prepare? Are you in any language classes at Grass Lake?
So we offer Spanish at Grass Lake, which really didn't help out. But you'd be surprised, like a lot of people speak English there, especially like in the tourist areas where we were mainly at. You shouldn't have any problem going over there.
Well, the nice thing, Evan, about Ireland is you already know the language.
Yeah.
Do you take any language classes at Grass Lake?
Spanish.
Well, eventually you'll probably go to Spain, which won't do you any good
Yep,
because Spanish that's taught in the United States, it's
little
worthless
different
in Spain.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going home to Ireland, though. We'll see. You know, that's where I'm sure a little bit of where I'm from and my heritage. So.
You can tell from your red hair and
What?
fair complexion that
Yeah, who
you're,
knew?
you're an Irish lad. Now,
As long as I don't talk.
for
That's
me,
when I talk.
wanting to discover a little bit more about my heritage when I went to Ireland, do you have ancestry? Have you done some of the work on your history, your own history?
Yeah. My family, one half is originally from Poland, so I have no Irish in me, but
There's roots.
yeah.
And Connor, how about for you?
I got Italian on my mother's side, and then German and Polish on my dad.
That's a chance to just see some of where you came from.
It is really interesting.
Educational, obviously. Do you connect with people? Are there students in Europe that then stay in touch with you? Do you end up having?
Well, it's a really cool program with EF Tours, actually, because not only when we travel overseas, they try to fill like a bus of 40, we'll say. And so they partner with us with not only, so we're not only getting the experience from the host countries we're in, but we've been partnered with Brooklyn, New York, and Kentucky, and Michigan, all on the same trip. So to kind of get that kind of feel for it, it's pretty funny. We're usually a smaller number, but we hold strong being Michiganders, so. And we're fairly loud, but never me, so.
Now you're not in the same school building as these guys are.
I'm not, no, I'm a 5th grade teacher, but the high school admin love when I go up there and visit with them and hang out with the students. And so, and my travel club partner actually is the high school art teacher. So yeah, we're kind of everywhere.
What grade level of students go on the trips?
So high school students can travel by themselves, can travel solo, and then 8th grade and below has to have a loved one with them. But we're fairly fortunate. We have a lot of loved ones go on the trip, aunts, grandmas, fathers, moms. So it's another set of eyes, keep everyone safe, and then, yeah, they really enjoy it themselves as well.
Do you stay in normal hotels? or hostels or what?
It's a good question. Europe has, as you know, you've been. They have some older hotels there, smaller. You maybe get one outlet. The elevators not the best. So we say sometimes in modern hotels, come in German base, but a lot of times we're in the smaller, real unique hotels, I'll call it. So,
Yeah.
which offers another little piece of adventure. So
Everything's smaller, the roads, I mean, everything, cars, the
Everything's
cars, unbelievable.
yeah.
So this will be your first trip traveling with the club, Evan, and Connor, you're a veteran.
Yep.
So you guys all prepared to go. What
Seasoned vet.
kinds of things do you have to do to get ready? Maybe mentally or,
I know
So-
what I'm gonna say.
One thing I did have to do is the chargers, because they have different plugs over there. So you had to buy those. I got a really good backpack, a traveling backpack. The eye mask for on the flight if I tried to sleep. And yeah, I would recommend bringing your own pillows as well, because the other ones, they're kind of really, really small, thin.
God, I agree with you,
European
everything
pillows, yeah.
except the chargers. Don't buy the charger ahead of time because they won't work.
You did it?
I found that. It's like, this doesn't work here. It won't fit. You can force it, but that won't help. What about you? What are you preparing? How are you preparing?
For me, I mean, Ireland's, I'm going for 10 days, and I'm not going with any family. So, I mean, I'm by myself for 10
Going
days.
solo,
So,
yeah.
Do you know how to wash your own clothes?
I do.
Good. All
It's
right.
the
Well, you
safest
guys,
where you're gonna live.
if anybody wants more information, maybe they want to travel, maybe they're in Grass Lake, or maybe they want to help support you, they contact you.
Yeah, contact me for sure.
Come back with photos.
Oh
Yeah, we'd
And
love to come
stories.
back and kind of share a couple things with you guys. Yeah, I was gonna say my advice for them though is packing.
Pack.
Don't overpack. I
No.
keep them to carry on only, because then after a while you're just carrying around dirty clothes with you.
Yeah, if you forget it, you can buy it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for having us.
You bet. Dakota Bailow and students Connor Butler and Evan Andrus, the Grass
guys.
Lake Schools Travel Club.